Hi, welcome to my channel, Takia Tarot. Today is Monday, July 28th, 2025. So my last video was Saturday. I did not post Sunday. So hopefully this week's reading will be a lot less dark and harsh, but we'll see what happens. All right. Let's see, what else? So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. All right? Okay, so I got something earlier. It was kind of like a brief thing that, I don't know, came across, flashed around my mind. I don't know, but I feel like this is kind of like a side note, just something to be aware of, okay? Okay, there's two things actually. The first thing I'm going to tell you is just something to keep in mind, okay? The second thing has to do with finances, okay? But in a good way for you, collective, okay? So, but the first thing I want to say is be mindful of, if you know someone does not like you, like you know, you feel it, right? And they want you to like lie for them, don't do it. You want me to lie for you and you don't even like me? I know you don't like me, right? It's something, and it might not even be something big or serious, right? It could just be something like, I don't know, let's say you have to run an errand with this person for whatever reason, for church, school, your job, whatever, okay? And there was something on the list that they had to get, but they didn't feel like it, right? So you go back and whoever you went to the store for, they're like, oh, were you able to get blah, blah, blah? Like the one thing on the list. And they're like, and then they would say, this is just an example, they would say, oh, well, I couldn't find it. I looked, but I couldn't find it. And then they would turn to you and they'd be like, right, collective, right? So that would be you lying. That's something like small, but that's just an example of, okay, it could be anything. It can be small or big, whatever, right? But that's just an example of what I mean by that. And when you know for a fact that they didn't look for it at all, they just didn't feel like it, they're like, all right. So now you lied for them. Now you're looking like, because I feel like for a lot of you too, you have a very trustworthy nature. You could just be a very honest person in general. So if you were to lie to this person, whoever you lied to on behalf of that person who you know does not like you, right, they would be, oh, okay, so if collective says, it wasn't there, they ran out, then, it's true, obviously, I'm going to believe it. No, right? Simple. But then come to find out, they just never felt like looking for it, and you lied for them. Now you're seen as, right? Be very careful with that. Be very careful with that, because I feel like there's someone that wants you to lie for them, because you have a very trustworthy nature. So if you were to lie for them, it would be easily taken as like, oh, okay, so this is true, right? They want you to present a lie on their behalf because they know that if it's coming from you, it's a truth. It's a truther. So be cautious with that, all right? That's just something on the side. The second thing I want to tell you is that it's good. Your finances is looking good. You're gonna have obviously you could be comfortable, your finances are fine, but I keep getting like more. There's more, okay? There's more for you. There's a lot of that, all right? That's all I wanted to say. I also wanted to use this card, this deck. This is, I feel like this is more like a law of attraction with finances deck. Oh my gosh, I think it was the same couple who did this deck. I knew I had another deck of theirs. I'm getting hot. I mentioned in Saturday's reading, right? I mentioned how this love deck that I was using, that I've had since I was like, I don't know, 15, 14 years old. And that deck isn't really, you can't really find it anymore. I don't know if it's like out of print or it's just not circulated as much anymore. But that's a really, really old deck, right? The love and relationships deck. But the same couple who made that deck, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is the same couple who made this deck. Let me see something. Hold on. Yeah, it's the Law of Attraction deck. Money and the Law of Attraction cards by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Yeah, let me see something, because it's hot too. I'm so excited to see you excited. Yes, like, whatever you're doing, I feel like your ancestors are so proud, and I've been picking that up since last week. There could even be people around you that are like super supportive of you. They're proud of you. You know? See you excited. Why is it just the one masculine? I don't really care about the masculine. I want to know. Oh, that's why. They changed the deck. Oh, no. This is specifically for money. That's interesting. I just realized that these oracle cards are specifically revolving about money. So they didn't change the deck. It's just a different thing. So I don't think they did the same one. I'm so excited to see you excited. It is hot. I can't find the, I'll know when I see it though. That's kind of how it works. I'll know when I see it. So whatever. It's not really important right now anyways. Okay. So I'm gonna use this deck and go from there. I feel like someone's going to put you on the spot to lie for them. And the reason why they're putting you on the spot is because it would be awkward, right? Well, they're hoping that it would be very awkward for you and that you would in turn try to keep the peace, right? Because they're going to like put you in a position where you would have to lie right there, right? So you would be like, oh, yeah, they were out of it at the store, right? I feel like they're really hoping that you would be that way, because it would be, they're trying to put out like a, I don't know, trying to make the air awkward, or like just keep the peace, right? Maybe before you were like that, but now like there's nothing that would suggest that if you were to be like, well, that's because you didn't look for it. If you were to be upfront about it, like I don't think, I mean, there's no wrong in that. That's the truth. You want me to lie for you? You didn't look for it. So, if you were to lie, right, that would damage your character, right? That would put you in a position where now, are you really that trustworthy? Can we really trust you now? Somebody really wants you to be in that position, versus if you were to be like, well, you didn't look for it at the store. That's why it's not in whatever, right? That would really highlight someone. It would really, and I feel like that's very important, because there are suspicions around a particular whatever person, place, thing, entity, situation. There's suspicions already, right? So you lying for them will dull down those suspicions, because it's kind of like there are people that are hot on their trail. So if you were to lie, people would be like, oh, okay, so, you know, whatever. But people already have suspicions. So if you were to be truth about it, be honest about it, it's going to confirm things. And there's something that this person is trying to avoid by getting you to lie for them. And it could be something so small, too. Something so small, minuscule, but it matters, okay? It matters. And I always believed that it's the little things that count, right? Yes, the huge, amazing, big things, blah, blah, blah. But it's the little things that count, because they build and build and build and build, right? You take a penny, you stack another penny, stack another penny, stack another penny, right? You keep collecting all these pennies, and you're going to have a good amount of money, right? But it takes time. These things take time. So I feel like there's something like that. But anyways, that's just for you to be mindful about, all right? Now, if it comes up in the cards, then it comes up. But in the meantime, let's get some good news for you. An air of caution to this tale is what I just heard. My attention to it invites the essence of it. Ooh. I'm getting the feeling that there's something like, because of who you are, your rank, your demeanor, how you carry yourself, you have a sense of nobility, a sense of, I don't know, there's just something about you that's very respectable, all right? People, it's almost as if your word is law, right? So you're not going to talk just to talk. If you talk, it's because you have something worthy of saying, and people listen to that, okay? So I feel like somebody wants you to put that kind of energy into their lie, but you're not going to do that. I feel like instead what you guys are doing is you're manifesting monies. You're manifesting your finances, your wishes, your dreams. You're literally manifesting, and it has to do with your whole heart. You're manifesting with your heart. My attention to it invites the essence of it. You're paying attention to what you're supposed to be paying attention to. I just see 1, 2, 3, 1. You whatever you're giving, whatever your priorities are, whatever you're paying attention to, whatever you're focusing on, it's putting things into alignment and kind of like reshifting something, not starting something over, but kind of in the same sense, right? It could even be starting your life over, starting a new project. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. What was I saying? 32325. You know what, too? This person looks kind of sad. Because in this journey, I'm not laughing. It's just, I am laughing, actually. But I'm laughing because it's just, I don't know, the realizations of it all is just, I don't know. Like, there gets to a point where after things get so serious, it's impossible to be serious anymore. Right? It's like, kind of like, when you're so smart, you just have to pretend to be dumb because it's just easier that way. Right? It's like that. But I feel like the person in this, I'm going to read it back in a second, but I feel like the person in this card, they look a little melancholy, only because the realization of everything that you created, all your wishes, your hopes, your dreams, you did this, but it's also kind of like bitter. It's like a bittersweet feeling, right? Like you did all the work for this moment, but there's like a bittersweet feeling because it's kind of like when you end something, you start something. I'm getting the Death card in tarot, right? One door closes, another begins. One door opens. One door closes, that door opens. Another door closes, another door opens, right? It's a constant shift, a constant, right? Within death, there's life. But in order for life to happen, there needs death to happen. And in order for death to happen, right, life has to come from it. It's that. And I feel like you understand that so well that in order to have these wishes and hopes and dreams of yours, you have to say goodbye, let go, put things to rest. And it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. It's kind of, it can be sad sometimes, right? You want that amazing brand new house, but you have to say bye to the house that you've known for so long, right? You want that new, healthy, amazing relationship, but you have to say bye to that one toxic relationship that you felt comfortable in. You want to say hi to that brand new, amazing job opportunity, but you have to say goodbye to that one job opportunity that you've known for so long. It's something like that, right? But these are good things, right? It's just, and you know that. It's just now you have to say bye. And that's okay. It's okay to be sad about it, okay? You have to, it's okay. But I can't shake the feeling that there's something sad about it, because you want to be happy, but you have to let go of the things that make you sad and hold you back, and you know what I mean? So on and so forth. Etc., etc. Right? My attention to it invites the essence of it. Like, see, they look a little sad. Right? And I feel like there's a knowing. You know. There has to be a knowing, right? Because it's something. It's kind of like an agreement. You're agreeing to the divine. Yes, I am ready for this. I wanted this. The divine's like, okay, but you understand you have to let go. You have to say goodbye. You have to move. You have to get up. You have to. Are you willing? Can you do this? And if it's for your highest good, you have to. You have to. It's kind of like, for example, like you have. I'm going to use a college scenario, right? You have a full scholarship ride to an amazing college. You have your dorms paid for, your food paid for the next 4 years, your scholarship paid for the next 4 years, plus transportation, plus a guaranteed job offer once you graduate. But you have to say bye to your old friends, your old family, your old neighborhood, right? And this amazing guaranteed once-in-a-lifetime shot. And you know it's for the best of you. So it's bittersweet, because you're going to take it. You're going to go for it. But you know it's bittersweet because you have to say goodbye. You have to move on. It's part of that growth. It's growing, expanding, not just your mind, right? But it's also your emotions, right? Not just physical, but also spiritual. Okay, it's a bunch of stuff, and you understand. You know, you are agreeing. Like it's bittersweet. You have to say bye. Anything you are giving your attention to is an invitation to the essence of it. Saying, I want money, but it will not come, is the same as saying, come to me, absence of money, which I do not want. When you are thinking of money in the way that will make it come to you, you always feel good. When you are thinking of money in the way that keeps it from coming to you, you always feel bad. That is how you know the difference. I feel like you should be honest. I can make a career of living happily ever after. It's literally been staring at me right in the face the entire time I've been talking. That's what it says. I can make a career of living happily ever after. So where is that coming from? So there's something that's trying to be like in the between of this. When you are thinking of money in the way that will make it come to you, you always feel good. So this is talking, you already have this opportunity. You have it. This is something that's gonna, it says, I can make a career of living happily ever after. This is guaranteed happiness, success, opportunities. It's there. You have it. But there's something in the middle about like a lie. So maybe that could be that somebody wants you to lie for them. You know what, too? This could also be somebody wants you to lie to yourself. It's like somebody wants you to, like, I don't know, psych yourself out of an opportunity. But this is something that you're chasing. This is their... This is the star energy right here. You're touching the moon and the stars. You are like high up there. You've ascended. You're in a place where nobody has been before. Whether this is your lineage, your environment, your community, your relationship, your family, your friends, whatever. You are somewhere where no one has been before. And because of that, I feel like that really adds to your credibility. Okay? But if you were to lie, even if it's a simple lie, that would really, like, I feel like that would put you in a precarious situation. And if you're in that situation, you would start questioning yourself. Okay? You would start questioning yourself. Do I really? Do I? Should I? Should I? Do I really? Should I? So then you would end up psyching yourself out of an opportunity that's already yours. This is really getting entangled. I don't think I'm going to read this card. If I feel like I will, or I should, then I will, but... I'm also getting fast money. Somebody could also want you, instead of taking this amazing grand opportunity that has to do with finances, that obviously makes you happy, it's legal, it's clean, it's great, it's part of your dreams, your hopes, like, it's like a happy way of making money. Like, it's that saying, if you work a job that you love, you'll never feel like you're working, or something like that. So it's like you have a job and you're working, but it doesn't even feel like a job and like you're working, because it's something that you're doing that you really enjoy and love. It's so easy for you. I also feel like someone wants you to feel guilty about how easy finances can come to you, or how you can make your finances just by your own manifestations and your dreams and your wishes. There's someone that's really, really, really in the background doing something, and it has to do with lying. It's like they're trying to put on an air, but this is someone you know they don't like you. Whether or not they are aware that you know this, I don't think they are aware, but you know this is someone that doesn't like you. They know that they don't like you. And I feel like this is someone that they've told other people they don't like you. But no one's told you this, and they for sure hasn't told you this themselves. So in their mind, there's no reason why you wouldn't lie for them. Right? This has to do with your money, collective, not their money. This is your money. There's so many like empty spots that I'm missing. I can see the empty spots, right? Let's say like it's a puzzle, right? And you gotta put this piece there, you gotta put this piece there. Like, you can see the whole picture, but it's still not right because there's still spots missing. Someone could want you to feel guilty for being the Queen of Pentacles. Upright. The Queen of Pentacles, she creates things out of nothing. She's got all the resources. She can make a sweater out of just, I don't know, needle and crochet, or needle and, what is it? Wool yarn, right? There's this energy of getting psyched out, lying to yourself, psyching yourself out, of something. You can create something. You have the ability to create. Your creations can guarantee money. This is something that someone does not have. They cannot do. They want to psych you out of this. But where's that melancholy feeling coming from? Yeah, it's the bittersweet. But I also feel like, I keep thinking those are angel wings. But I keep feeling like, I think it's you. But not in a bad way, but it's like, let's say you have this amazing opportunity, right? Someone wants you to feel so guilty that you don't take it, because that also means you have to say bye. It's if you don't say bye and you stay, this is gone forever. This opportunity is gone forever. If you take this opportunity, you have to say goodbye to that person, place, or thing. You cannot have both. It's one of those things where you cannot have both, right? One of these things cannot go where the other is going. It's the best example I can give you is Harry Potter and Voldemort. Neither of them could live while the other one was alive. It was just how it was, right? They could not. Both of them could not be alive at the same time, right? One of them had to die. One of them had to go away. One of them had to, right? I mean, it may not be that extreme, depending on what it is, right? But you cannot move forward and keep the past with you. Oof. Your heart knows something, and whatever your heart is telling you, I feel like it makes your mind a little sad, because like, you ever see those cartoons, like those little memes where like the mind, the brain, and the heart are like fighting each other, right? I feel like there could have been something like this, or there is something like this for you, right? Like logically you know this is the best, right? Even though your heart, you could still like want to hold on to something, right? In your heart, like you know that you still care, you still have feelings, you still love, but logically you know, for the progression of your humanity, right? This would be the best. It has to be this way. And I feel like that realization, that's where the melancholy is coming from, right? In this situation, it's like you care, but now you have to care at a distance. Now you love, but you have to love at a distance, right? It's kind of like you're going to be traveling, you're going to be moving on. Six of Wands reverse. And there's this energy that there's now an energy of comparison. Now they want you to feel bad because they can't go with you. You have success, they have failure. They lost, they are defeated, they can't move on. So they want you to feel guilty, they want you to get psyched out, they want you to lie to yourself, they want you to lie for them. This is oh my god. I feel like the way you are, who you are, and what you're doing, it's like and the person that wants you to lie for them, it's a clear, this is exactly why they want you to lie for them. I feel like I just have, I literally, it just feels like a whole heat wave just hit the left side of my body. Like a heat wave just hit the left side of my body. I feel like this is why this person is doing this. This is why this person wants you to lie for them. because your credibility is good, your success is good, your finances are good, you're creating, you're blah blah blah. And this is someone who's not. They're just not. They're failing. They don't have accomplishments. They don't have success. Or if they do, it's just not your level next to. It's not like yours. It's not something that's like noticed. It's, even if they do something, it's just not enough. It's not something that, woohoo, congratulations, yeah, you did it. It's not like that. Alright, it's not like that. This one right here. This one right here feels like there's something very unfair, because they're not being noticed like the way you're being noticed, and that's not fair. And I feel like they're envious of you, but it's so crazy because they're envious of you, but they don't understand the burdens that come with this. They don't understand, to have what you want, you have to make the necessary sacrifices. Your old self, your old ways of thinking, your old negative toxic beliefs, right? You have to live up to a certain kind of expectation so you don't disappoint the divine. And that can feel like a burden at times, because it's like, dang, like I can't, it comes with the realizations like, dang, I can't hang out there anymore. Wow, I can't eat that anymore. Wow, I can't talk to you anymore. Wow, I can't hang out with you anymore. Wow, I can't go there anymore. Wow, I can't live there anymore. Wow, it's like that. Right? People don't realize the burdens that come with these things, and they just get envious of that, right? They don't understand what happens behind closed doors, the work, the effort, the blood, sweat, tears. They just think you woke up one day and you're just this shining star, right? They just think you woke up that way. You're just like that. You have money, success, accolades, accomplishments, and that's so, I don't know. That's so small. Very small thinking. It's like, I feel like I'm inside of an oven. You know how like when you open the oven and you get that hot air hitting you? That's literally what it feels like on the left side. So this is someone who feels like they can't amount, or they don't have space to be noticed or recognized, right? This person has animosity towards you because they feel like because you're in the way, they can't be noticed. But they have to ask themselves, what are they doing to be noticed? You want the Six of Wands upright so bad. What are you doing to get it? What are you doing? They're not doing anything, and then they feel like a big fat failure. Be careful of this person. This person does not like you, and they want you to lie for them. They don't understand that the collective has a whole thing going on, right? This person might even create a scenario where you are with them and then you would lie for them. Okay? Like you have to partner up together on a project, or you have to run an errand together, or you have to put the tables up for an event together. Whatever it is, it's something where this person is expecting for you to lie for them just because people already have suspicions of them. But if you put in a good word for them, right, or hide their truth, it's I don't know. They just, it's you. Two of Pentacles upright. That Three of Pentacles reverse. I think you should be cautious of this person. This person wants to put you in a position where you have to juggle the truth. But this is not your friend. This is not someone that likes you, cares about you. This is not a friend, right? and they want you to juggle the truth for them. And like I said, it could be something so simple as, oh yeah, we went to the gas station, but it's so crazy because they were closed, so we couldn't get gas in the car, when they literally drove by 3 gas stations, right? And I don't know, the car needed gas, right? And there's like an emergency later on in the day, and they can't do anything because the car doesn't have gas. It's something that has a trickle down effect, right? And that one small lie would, you be cautious of this person. If it doesn't feel right and it doesn't make sense, there's a reason why, right? But again, that comes with that bittersweet feeling, because it's like you're in that position where it's like, dang, it's really like that. I feel like this is someone you could have given the benefit of the doubt as well. And then there goes that melancholy feeling, that bittersweet feeling, like, dang, I put my heart into you, and now, like, all the facts, it's illogical for me to be like, no, that's actually not true. And it sucks. I feel like you're being put in a position where you have to be like, actually, that's not true. And that sucks, because it's like, dang, I gave this person my heart, I opened up to this person, I made this person my friend, I loved this person was this, that. But the facts and the logic is all there, the evidence is all there, and it's like, even spirit is telling you, and it's like, dang, that's actually not true. And I feel like also that realization of, with the 3 Pentacles in reverse, like, dang, you really were not working with me this entire time. You were working against me. And you could also be realizing too, because did you learn anything from this person? What did you learn from this person? Not all collaborations are good collaborations. This is someone that wants you to juggle something like a truth, because it matters to them, because they're already being watched, okay? They're already suspicions of this person, and the fact that they're not really amounting to anything, right, that's also adding to their suspicions, because it's kind of like, if you were such a truth teller, if you were this, if you're that, why are you in the 6 of Wands reversed? And the collective, right, whatever they pay attention to, whatever they focus on, it happens. But you're the complete opposite. Let me put my cards there so you can see better. Whatever. It's upright. The Wheel of Fortune upright. Yeah, that's your energy. You got great karma. The wheels of karma are turning for you. You've got fortune, success, accolades, accomplishments, whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're focused on, whatever you're paying attention to, you're doing it. You're doing it. It's being seen. It's noticed. And I feel like it's turning so fast for you. These things are happening so fast. It's like every day you wake up, there's something good and new happening, right? And people around you are astonished, and they can't even catch up. People are still celebrating the last win that you had, the last success that you had, right? And you could already be on like your 4th win, your 4th success, your 4th degree, your 4th accomplishment, your whatever. By the time they start celebrating that one, you're on to your 8th one. You're on to your 12th one. The cards are definitely in your favor, right? There's a lot of deeper undertones to this, but I want to keep it as shallow and light as possible, even though that might not even be possible for me. But only because this person over here, they're working on something. They're trying to put you in a position where you have to juggle something. That's what they're working on. Because you're in the Wheel of Fortune and you're clearly manifesting and creating. They're working on something. I know it. I can feel it. I can sense it. Right? My left ear is burning now. But it has to do with words. Not actions, words. But on an action that they did or did not take, they need you to, with your words, confirm or deny something for them that they did or did not do, okay? They need your words. That's what this is. They need your words, right? But the words that come out of your mouth to benefit this person will put you in a very, very, very precarious situation where you're going to end up having to juggle something. Be very cautious of this person, because the words that you say when it comes to this person will matter. Okay, it's something they need you to. I'm telling you, it could be something as simple as, oh yeah, we went to the store and they were out of chips. They never even went to the store. They drove by the store because there was too many things to do. And you know that. When you need to be like, well, actually, we drove by 2 stores and I tried to tell you, but you didn't listen to me. You just kept going. And I'm not trying to get into a car crash, so go ahead. Do what you want to do. Right? They did something. They need you to... I think this person, they're going to try to, something about your emotions, man. I think the reason why this person, one of the reasons why they're planning on doing this is because they think that, okay, that's why. Remember how I said that you looked at this person, you gave them your heart, you poured into them, you gave them your attention, you're this or that, right? But now logically, it's like, dang, like, that's actually not true. Like, you actually didn't go to the store. You actually didn't do this, right? This person, the reason why they feel so comfortable putting you in that precarious situation is because they think because you gave them your heart, or you poured into them, or you gave them love, or whatever the case it is, right? You made them your friend. They got you. Emotionally, they got you. Oh yeah, I got the collective emotionally. They'll lie for me. They'll say this for me. I can do this. I can pretend like the store was closed, and they'll lie for me. They think that's why. That's why, because they think emotionally they got you. But logically, it's like, I could pour into you all I want, but if it doesn't make sense, that's not okay. There's something about time and money. 8 of Wands upright. There's something fast. It could be fast communication that could be coming in towards you. This person could be coming towards you to communicate something towards you. But I feel like there's something like an overall communication happening with you and this person. There's an overall communication happening. And this is going to be happening very, very fast. On the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. Who bit my cards? There's a bite. There's a bite mark in my cards. I think that was me. Yeah, I think that was me. I don't know. Sometimes I just bite my cards. Yes. Judgment on the bottom of the deck with 5 of Swords behind that. So listen. What is that? 8 of Cups upright? Yeah, 8 of Cups upright. So I feel like whatever judgment that's going to be taken after this communication happens, it could be this person, because they were expecting for you to lie to them, and no, that's not what happened. No, that's not true. Or yes, that's you did blah blah blah. Yes, you said blah blah blah. Whatever it is, after communication happens, there's going to be a judgment made, right? Like a judge or whatever, a lawyer, I don't know, God, the divine, okay, someone in position, they're gonna make a final judgment call. And whoever this person is, not only who is in the Six of Wands reverse, right, who really thought that they can pull on your emotions to get you to juggle something, right, to help them out, right, to get you to get them in favor or to win their favor, or so that way they have good standing favor, it's not gonna happen. Because it's like, yeah, I care for you, but I'm not dumb. I love you, but I'm not stupid. Right? And I feel like that's what it is. If they feel like they got you emotionally, so now you're dumb. That's how they view this. If you care for them emotionally, I feel like this person was really, really hoping, or they're really, really going to try to emotionally manipulate you. Because it's like, if your emotions are in it, then it's kind of like they win. Now that your emotions are in it, they could say whatever and you would attest to them. You would confirm, you would deny whatever because emotionally you care for them. But that's a really, really, really bad mistake, because it's like, I care for you, but I'm not dumb. And I'm not going to lie for you. It is what it is. So, that's going to happen. This judgment's going to be made. It's not going to go in this person's favor. It's going to stay in your favor, whatever it is. This person's going to get irate, say all kinds of crazy things, get mad, blah, 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 blah. Maybe even start an argument. Say some weird, nasty, mean, hateful, crazy things just because it didn't go their way. And that's no one's fault but their own. The Empress upright. Eight of Cups upright. Eight of Pentacles upright. The Empress upright. Ugh, man. I feel like this person was, I told you, it had to do with your words. This person, there's nothing they can do to get you to walk away from something or let something go with this Eight of Cups, right? It could be working towards your manifestations, working towards what you want, working towards this new opportunity. You did all the work. And you're the one that has this grand, once-in-a-lifetime, 4-year scholarship paid, room, dorm, transportation, meal plans paid for you because you did the work. You are the Empress. You would have rocks in your brain to walk away from an opportunity like this. This is something you worked hard for. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You would have rocks in your brain to walk away from something like this. And whoever this person is that's trying to get you in a position to where you lie for them, that would, whatever it is, it will have an effect on this opportunity that you have. And you're not walking away because you're not lying, right? Or you're not walking away because you're telling the truth. Whatever it is. I mean, it's the same thing. You're telling the truth, you're not lying. It's the same thing. So you're not lying for this person. You're telling the truth. That's going to guarantee you your safety, in a sense. It's going to guarantee you your protection. It's going to guarantee you your pathway, because you staying true to the truth, which is also staying true to yourself, it's like, okay, it's really gonna make someone. And I also feel like that's also going to reveal something that someone has been saying. The words that are coming out of your mouth will determine the suspicions of the words that have been coming out of this person's mouth. It's like you not agreeing to do something for this person, right? Not only does that guarantee like you're good, okay, but because this person's not getting what they thought they were gonna get, they're gonna say a lot of foul things, okay, from their mouth. They're gonna say this, they're gonna say that, and a lot of those things that this person will be saying as a result, as a reaction to not getting their way. And remember, I said this person, people are already suspicious of this person, right? They're already suspicious of this person. So they need you to lie for them because it's going to like dull down the suspicions, but you're not going to do that because you're not dumb. You may care for them, but you're not dumb, okay? So whatever they're going to say, it's going to already confirm those suspicions. There's something that's going to come out of their mouth that's going to confirm suspicions of this person, right? Like, let's say, oh my God, thank you. Okay. let's say, we're going to use broccoli as an example. Okay, now let's say there have been rumors that someone has been saying, people smell like broccoli, whatever. But no one can figure out who's saying that people smell like broccoli. No one can figure out who's saying that this place smells like broccoli, that place smells like broccoli. No one can figure it out, right? It's like a signature thing. Like, it's like a signature insult or like a signature something. Nobody can figure it out. Something doesn't go this person's way, they're going to be like, and, you know, I don't even like them anyways because they smell like broccoli. That right there, that's going to confirm, oh, so it's been this person that's been saying this. It's been this person that's been doing this. It's this person, right? It's something with a signature insult, a signature something. It's going to confirm every suspicion. It's like, well, maybe it's so-and-so, but, you know, maybe it's so-and-so, but this person's going to say it out of like a hateful response to not getting their way because you're not doing whatever. It's going to confirm everything. All right? It's like a signature response or some shit like that. And they're going to say it. And people are, the minute that they say this, there's going to be people looking at each other like, did you just see what they said? Did you just see what they said? That's going to confirm it. All right? Man. So I feel like I figured, the puzzle is now complete. For the most part. Maybe there's like 3 to 4 empty spots in the puzzle, but that's how I feel. That's how I like, there's like a puzzle above my head. And there's like, empty spots, right? And like the pieces get filled in. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm done. I'm gonna get 2 to 3 from this deck, and then I will close the reading. I mentioned something earlier about how, like, starting over, right? I want to mention something quick. There's something about time here. It's as if it does not exist for you. Okay? I think that's why people have such a hard time trying to catch up to you, essentially, because you're on a whole different timeline, or not even. It's just you're like outside of something, and it's not. That's why it's like. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. The 8 of Swords reverse. You have, like... You know what? I feel like... This is going to sound odd. But this is just a thought that I like to play around with sometimes. Time is a form of prison. Right? But if you, it seems as though like you have all the time in the world, almost as if time doesn't exist for you. So in a sense, you have freedom. You can do whatever you want whenever you want, because you're not in any rush. You're not on a timeline. You're not in, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You're not in that energy. You have freedom. You're free. Okay? And it's like, I feel like there's a reminder here, like, did you forget that you're free? Because you're free. I don't know if you forgot about that, but you're free. Okay? And I feel like you have to be reminded of that somewhere along your journey. All right, I'm not gonna get into that because then it's gonna. All right, but hopefully you understand that part. We have the Two of Hearts, Two of Clubs, and Three of Spades. So if there was a collaboration, by the way, one of these people in the collaboration, they're looking around the other two and they're realizing that nobody was acting out of their hearts. That's something on the sideline. There was a collaboration of 3 people that are being judged. Alright? Well, there's 3 men, 3 women, 2 women, 1 man, 2 men, 1 woman, whatever, I don't know. There's a collaboration of 3 people. Alright? It could even have something to do with these people that are failing, and the one person that wants you to lie for them is in that collaboration. But there's a collaboration of 3 people. Out of those 3 people, one of them are now starting to operate out of their heart. They're still getting judged because they did what they did. But I feel like this entire experience has allowed them to see something from a new perspective that has to do with their heart. That's just something on the side, okay? That's now just talking about someone else waking up. So good for them, but not entirely relevant to you. It's just this experience has woken another person up, right? It's always like that. So, I mean, that's good. It's good. So, that's just something on the side. Knight of Wands upright. I like that. You're free to put your energy where you want to put your energy. You have a lot of passion, vigor, excitement. My attention to it invites the essence of it, and you are in the Knight of Wands. Now is a good time to do what you want to do, and you have the freedom to do that. With the 8 of Swords reverse, you can do whatever it is that you want to do, right? Essentially, you have no time because you have all the time in the world. The cards are in your favor. You're good to go. Things are going great, right? You have all the energy, the vitality, the passion, the ideas, the courage, the strength to do it. You can do it. Whatever it is that you're doing, you can do it, right? Because you're in this constant energy, right? And it's like you maybe even hitting accomplishments and you're on to the next. You're on to the next. You're constantly creating and doing and creating and doing, and people are still like, hold on, we're still celebrating over, wait, we're still celebrating over, you know, and this person, they're getting, they don't, this person does not like you. They don't like you. I'll tell you that right now, they don't like you. Okay, this is not, they feel very small. And I'm also getting that this person, they have to struggle to be seen. With the Two of Pentacles, they're struggling to be seen. They could be struggling with their finances. They could be struggling with their emotions, right? But they feel like because you poured into them, you feel for them, you have emotions for them, right? You made them your friend, your lover, you acknowledge them as a family member. Whatever it is, they feel like they got you. But that is, yeah, I care about you, but I'm not dumb. I'm not going to do something on your behalf that's going to, hello, my freedom, my wheel of fortune, my passion, you think I'm going to give that up for you? I don't care how much I love you. I'm not doing that. I don't care. No sir, no ma'am. Okay, this is not, I don't know what kind of friendship, relationship you thought this was, but it's not that. It's not that. Right? Giving up an opportunity, like let's go back to the college example, right? That you doing that, you getting that degree at college, that's setting your lineage up, right? That's, you're gonna give up your lineage's success and stability and wins and amazing blah 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 because somebody wants you to lie for them so that way they can look good and they can feel good. No, that's not. Three of Cups upright. You're just having celebrations and success and wins, and this is real for you. Like, you're really in it. This person, this is not a friend. Now, all collaborations are good collaborations, and this is someone that you could have worked with, you were involved with, you were family with, you were friends with, whatever it is. That does not mean not everybody that you collaborate with, not everybody that you celebrate with, not everybody that you woohoo with. Okay, that's why discernment is so important. Right? Just like just because you're coworkers, that does not mean those people are your friends outside of work. Okay? You've seen it in movies and TVs how people in a company or a business or whatever, they will, what's that phrase? Put somebody under the bus just if it means that they can get ahead, right? This is someone that's doing that. Whether this is a work, a business, a job, they're trying to put you under the bus so that way they can keep going. Hold on one second. Okay, what was I saying? Collaborations, friends, I forgot. Oh, trying to throw you under the bus so that way they can move forward, so they can feel better and about themselves. They can finally. I'm hearing someone say, like, they really want so badly to say, I finally can blah blah blah. I finally am being seen. I'm finally being noticed. I finally, right? They want this so bad. They so badly want to be in the Six of Wands upright, to be noticed, acknowledged. They want to be shining. They want to be seen, right? But they struggle with that so badly, right? They struggle with that. This could be somebody who has like they could be very shy, or they could be an introvert, right? But there's nothing wrong with introverts, right? But the thing is that this is an introvert that wants to be an extrovert, right? They're not comfortable being an introvert. Right? You could be an introvert too. You just know how to utilize that skill, right? Introverts can make a lot of money. You've got authors, you've got ghostwriters, you've got comics, you got Audible, you got artists, you've got gamers. Introverts do make a lot of money. They can be successful in their own way. But I feel like the way this person wants to be successful is a more popular setting, like more popular, more open, more seen, more, right? They want that energy. This is like someone who's like naturally in their shell, but they want to be like not seen as that, but that's just who they are, right? You can be the same way, but you just know how to utilize your shell. I have the hiccups now, sorry. Right? Or if this is an extrovert, but for some reason they're not, I don't know, they're comparing the way you're an extrovert and you're being popular and you're being seen and blah blah, and they want that, but they feel like because you're an extrovert, you're taking up all the attention, you're hogging all the attention, right? Or like if this is an introvert and you're an introvert, it's like you're hogging all the you're hogging all the space to be an introvert. It's just stupid. There's something so stupid and so shallow based. That's why I wanted to keep this reading shallow based, because the depths of how things actually work, this is someone who's never going to understand it, right? And I'm not going to waste my time explaining it because they're shallow based, okay? The worst mistake you can ever do is loving something or loving someone with such depths when they can only meet you where the ankles meet your water, because that's as far as they're willing to go, right? Four of Pentacles upright. So I think it's best you keep to yourself. Your information, your knowledge, your finances, your wisdom, your this, your that. Keep it to yourself, okay? And if this person wants you to juggle a truth, think about that. Why do you want me to lie? Okay? Why? Because it's going to, they need you to use your words to make them look good, okay? And it has to do with like, oh, tell them I did this. Tell them tell them I won this award. And it's just like, but you didn't win that award. Okay? Whatever it is. Tell them I created this. Right? But you didn't create that. Right? It could even be, for example, another thing that just came to mind. Let's say you wrote a song. And it's an amazing song. Right? This person would be like, oh, tell them I wrote that song. When you're like, but I wrote that song. Right? Yeah, but tell them I wrote that song. You've written many songs, right? You've written 20,000 songs, and they're all so popular and they're all so successful. Let me have this one song. Tell them I wrote that one song, because I never win anything, and all my songs are this and that, and you always win. So what's one more win for you? It's still a win. It matters, right? But this, like I said, you're getting more and more and more and more. Okay. So I feel like to this person, from their perspective, what's one more win for you? It doesn't matter. What's one little lie for you? It doesn't matter. But it does. It does. It really does. So be mindful. This person does not like you. Okay? You have freedom. You have success. You have all the time in the world because you have no time. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't exist for you. You're not constrained and confined by the essence of time. Okay? That's your freedom. So you have no time, so you can create whenever you want to create, for as long as you want to create. I wanted to say that's your, good for you, right? And you're doing whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. You're doing it. And this person has such a hard time, they're struggling to do that. This could even be something as simple as you can create life. And that's something AI cannot do. Bye.